There'll be times where I'll look at the moon and I'll be reminded of that, and I'll be like, fuck, why did he say that?
For those of you not in the know, a long time ago, I was in a call with Tom, and I don't think we knew each other very well at that point either. So
No, not
it
really.
probably made it extra weird.
Time, yeah.
But I left the call and I said, Tom, when you look up at the moon, think of me. And now that is tradition for Tom to look up at the moon and think of me. But no, seriously, do you ever like look out the window and see like a big full moon and be like, wonder what Lyle's doing right now?
Never that.
And then feel
it's
super gay.
It's usually just that I get super pissed off that I think about you every time I look at the moon. Because now I can never look at the moon the same way again. It's like, what do you think about when you look at the moon, Lyle?
I'm sure that's gonna at some point become an issue in a future relationship of yours.
Unless we explain that story.
or you'll be making love to a woman by moonlight.
I'll see the moon and call out your name. Is that where you're going with that?
That's pretty much. I was gonna say you looked up at the moon right before you came and then felt awkward as you did it.
Oh god. I think the other one would work better.
Yeah.
From a comedic standpoint, it's much better.
And then you'd have to explain.
Who's Lyle?
You'd have to explain that.
Post-coitus, too.
Post-coitus. Pretty much, I think it would warrant, like, an immediate explanation, too, so you'd probably be, like, inside of her at the time.
Yeah, I would probably still be in there.
It'd probably be, like, before the pullout. You'd be like, no, okay, look, this one time I was on a Skype call with my friend Lyle, and I didn't know him too well at the time, and then she just, at that point, she'd probably cut you off or start crying or something. Pretty much, you have to figure out how to boil that explanation down to, like, half a sentence, because you're not gonna have very long.
Well, the other thing, I have to practice this?
Yes! Yes.
The other thing, too, is that, like, a lot of people use Skype for video calling and not just voice calling. So, like, if I start off with, I was in a Skype call with my friend Lyle, they're gonna think that, like, dicks were shown or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, here's what you gotta do, right? You gotta, first of all, create the circumstances. So, jerk off looking at a mirror, alright? After you do that, right after you come, try to belt it out in, like, within 10 seconds. You've got 10. Enough to make a vine. In fact, point of...
So hold on. After I shout your name and ejaculate into this woman, I have to pull out my phone and make a Vine of me explaining why I just shouted out your name during orgasm.
Vine would be a good training tool. So just basically, come shout my name and then try to make a Vine with a short explanation. And once you can do that, you'll be ready.
Good job. We've done it.
I think this may be the worst conversation we've ever had.